Hi, it's Sue from Createful Journals, and today I want to give you an overview of the Hunt for Happiness template, and this is inside our monthly inspiration pack for January 2024. So this is all about feeling happy. So you want to think, how can we turn this into either just a new set of printables, or can we turn this into a planner or something with a few more pages? So first off, you could just use this as is if you wanted to, with just some simple changes, maybe like the colors, the backgrounds, just to give it a different look. So you could then just pack this up as, a Feeling Happy printable set and go upload it in Etsy or your store. But if we wanted to change it a little bit more, then let's look at some ideas of how we could do this. So the first thing that I always like to do is I like to get this selection pane showing on here. So just so you can see how we built the page, so that, when you're in the middle of changing something, you don't come across an element that's kind of stuck and you can't figure out where it came from or how it was put together. So you go to the home button, and then you will, let's move something out the way here. So to get the selection pane to show, you want to be on the home button, which is on the top over here, and then just come down to where it says select and selection pane, and then this is going to pop up on the side here. So what I like to do is just hide everything at first, and then come down to the bottom and just start seeing how everything was put on. So now you can see for this background that we've used two shapes so that the image inside didn't get distorted. So if you want to change that out, it's going to be the two shapes. So then you just click on everything. That's the white square. So if you wanted a different color, it would just be highlighted, change the background. Group 6 is the banner header. Again, you can change this, change the colors. And then you'll see we've got the dots and everything that we put in here, the shapes. So this is how we just built everything up for you on this page. So again, it's just highlight it, click on each element to change it. And then you've got all of these ones here. So this is how we did everything here. Okay, so now we're back to the original one. And what I'll often do is I'll just duplicate the template. So right click, duplicate slide. And then I can just work on the second one, and you still have the first one as a reference, or if you mess it up, you can go back and just delete this one and start again. So let's go in and change the background. So the easiest way to do it is go back to the hide all, and let's just open up those two background shapes. So we'll click on one at a time, and then up here you'll see we've got the picture format. You just click on that and then come to change picture, and I'll give you these options. So from your device, stock images, online, whatever you want. Let's just go to stock images for the sake of the speed here. And so it'll just pop up with the new ones in here. So you could find something that you like in here. If you want to get more specific, you could put in happy, you could put in abstract or smiles. But I'm thinking, because you've got this template on top, you want to be able to have the background pop out without, because you don't want really like an image of people underneath, because nobody's going to be able to see it. So I would stick more with a, just a background. You could even use digital papers if you have any to fill in the background. So let's just see what we could find here just quickly. Okay, I'm going to take this one here. So you just put a check mark in the one that you want and just go insert. And it's going to insert in here. Okay. So we've got it there. Now, if it looked distorted or anything, you can come here to format picture, and then you could play with the dimensions of it in here, like the size and the position. So you could just change like from top left corner to center, but it's going to change everything in there like that. So let's just put it back to where we had it, top left, the actual picture size here. So you could change the transparency if you wanted to have that a little less bright. So we could do things like that in here as well. You could change the colors a little bit, like just like the warmth of the tone and everything in here. That's just, if you wanted to add artistic effects, you can do that. So you could just change this a little bit again so it doesn't look like the original stock photo. And then you're back to the fill here. And then here's where you can offset it left and right. Or tile the picture. Like it's just, sometimes it's just worth playing with things just to see what happens. So if you tile it, then you get the alignment, which is sometimes quite easy to make things change, but it is going to be bigger. So, you know, you just play with things depending on the image that you use. So let's get out of that one. And then let's fill the second one here. So we'll just make sure we highlight it, go back again to the picture format, change the picture, and just go find that picture again. Just put in abstract. And of course you could just copy and paste it. I just wanted to show you how to do this one again into that new square. So just select the one you wanted and insert. Okay, so now we've got the background, so then we can come back and start putting in the groups here. So now you can decide, do you want to just keep this white, or did you want to pick up a color? So say, for example, you want to pick up a color from the background. Make sure that you've got anything that you want to edit highlighted, and then come to shape format. And then we can do shape fill, and this is where you can use the eyedropper, and you could just, you know, maybe you want to pick up the pink, or we could go with the yellow. Let's just try a pink. So now that's going to be too bright, so we want to just change the transparency on here. So okay, we can right click and format shape, and then you've got the transparency, so we can, you know, decide how much of the color that you want in there. So you could actually do it so that you could still see the design behind it, but you are going to see that line there a little bit. So we might want to just leave it brighter, or we can just go back to white. So if you just wanted to go back to white, then we can just go back to your theme colors, and then we've just got the white here. And you'll see as you use these selection panes that they minimize for you, so they don't disappear. So you just have to come back in here, and this is the selection one, and then this is the format picture, and now we've got the format shape open. So you can just access them from the toolbar on the side here afterwards. So then we can just keep going back. Okay, let's change this color. So maybe, let's just try a different color. Purple. Maybe there's a much paler pink down here. Nope. And make sure that you've got the right element selected, because that's what will happen. So let's just go back, and we will just change this again. Fill it with white, and make sure, okay, now we've got it highlighted. So shape fill, and then that was the color that we chose. Or let's just try, maybe the orange would be better here, maybe right there. Not sure. This is where it can take time. So let's just stay with the pink for now, and then let's go back with the colors. Okay, so let's just open everything up here, then we can change those. Okay, so then we're just going to select this one if you want to keep them with the header. So simply go up to shape fill. The last color is always going to be under the little bucket icon, and then we can just do the shape fill here, and then you've got the other elements. And again, if you wanted to change the outlines and the colors, you could. Got the text up there. That's what we've got up there. So I will change the arrow, same as for the pink. Oops. So the shape fill we want to keep. Let's just undo it here, and there's always the wonderful undo button right there. we go. Back up there. And the shape. There we go. So this is a graphics format, which means it's an SVG file, and then we can just hit the graphics to get to the color, and then you can change it from there as well. So now we've changed this page to that page just by changing colors, adding a different background paper, but you can see it looks different again. You know, so you could change the face if you wanted to, but I think that pretty much, you know, works for this template here. So that's given us a new template for that one. And now let's see about the 30-day Hunt for Happiness challenge. So this is a challenge, and again, if we were going to bundle everything, we could keep the same colors that we've just been using. So again, I just duplicate everything just so I have the reference, and then we can come back in here and we can just do the shade in. I just highlight it, and we can change the shade in like that. If you wanted to change out these, you can. Like, you can always just hide everything because this gives you a look of what it feels like. Did you want to put this background back behind it possibly? So we could do, if you wanted to, it'd be just like copy, come here, and let's just paste it. Let's just paste it there, and then paste it again. So now we've got the two, and then you can just send them to the back. So send to back, and this one would be send to back as well. Yeah. So now you've got that there, and you can actually see the design through it. Again, you can change transparency if you want to have like less of the design showing through, but I think it looks quite nice like that. So now we've changed that page, and let's go to the original. Now the other thing that I was thinking of, because this is a 30-day Hunt for Happiness challenge, so you can actually turn this into more like a challenge book. So we could do that in a couple of ways. We can create a new slide, and then what I'm going to do is just take each one and put it into a page, maybe half a page, and then people could write on it. So what we can do here is insert a table. I like to draw lines with the table, I just find it faster. So bring in the table, just put it about here, and it's just going to add two more lines. You just highlight the lines where you want to insert, and then go insert below, and you'll just get bigger lines here. Now this is the header row, and you'll see at the top here it's got a check mark in, so if we just undo that, it's gone. And then I would just come in and change the line colors. Let's just keep the pink for now, and then we come to borders and inside borders to get the pink lines. Then we want to do the shade in, so I would just do shade in as white. And then we've got our lines up here. Then I would just copy this. If we're going to do 2 per page, paste it down here, line it up there, and then let's go back into here, and we can copy this, and then I'm just going to paste it over here. And now we can just make this into one long line across the top like that. So now they've got room to write here, and then we can align it that way. Just move that over there. And now we just make the box the same as the lines there. So then you would do these as daily challenges. So day 1, and just copy these down, because there's 10 of them, so you could do it. So you could turn this into like a 10-day challenge. So then we would just copy this one here. Oops. Let's just copy and paste it. And then make this page, if you wanted to add more to the page. If you want to change the fonts, again, that's another way to change the look of everything, is just by going and changing the fonts out, so you can do that as well. So now we've got this page here. If you wanted, again, if you want to copy these over, I always just like to try things, and then we just paste it again. So we've got the 2 there. Just line it up there, and then send it to the back. So let's go here, send backwards to the back, and then do the same as this one, send it to the back as well. And then we just have to kind of just play with the text a little bit. So if you wanted to, now we could fill this behind. So you could put like the banner there so it sticks out a little bit more. The same as here. So you could do that as well, and then just probably just pull this one down a little bit to make it look nice. And if you think it's too many lines, just highlight all the rows, do your right click. Okay, and then you can just delete a row or two if you want to, or if you wanted to, you could merge these into just a block. If you hit merge cells, then you just get a empty shape. So if you want to just have that without the lines in it, you can do that too. And then we'll leave that like that. So that's what we could do here. Now the other thing I thought that with these ones, because they're all nice little notes, so you could even turn them into like happiness cards, and then I'll show you how to do that. So I'm just going to copy one of these again. I'll show you what I did for that one. So what I did, I just started a new template, and I did it in landscape, and I just made some like affirmation card type layout. So this is what I did here. It's just a shape. So you come in and change the shape, again, any color that you like. And again, if you're not sure, always go to the selection pane, and then you can see how we put everything together. And then it's just go into the text, and let's just paste. And then again, if you want to have the, this is the font that we use for these ones, so you can change back the font. And then just pull the text box wherever you want it, if you want it to in the center. And then you would just make different different cards here. Now if you wanted to do the colors, again, we could just keep with the colors that we had before. If you wanted to, if you want to fill it with a picture, I can go back to picture, the stock images again. And go find that one that we were using. There we go, just fill this one, insert into here. Okay, so then you can see it's a little busy, so it's up to you if you want to have that in there or not. Again, we can go in and just format the picture. So we would play, here I would play with transparency. So let's just see, we'll go down a little bit. Let's just go back to the, oops, selection pane here. So that's this one. I want to get two, oops. So that's the one that we want highlighted here. And then we want to go with the format. So you can see it's getting transparent. So it may not, work for this one particularly, but it's all a lot of trial and error. We can come back here. Maybe this would work better. It's different ways. And it's just, let's just try and do the tile I mean, it gives you a little different of an abstract thing, but I know myself, I think I would just go with a plain color for this. So we can just either undo everything that we just did. And you've got the colors, and that's what I did at first. Was once I made my template, I just duplicated it so that, like you said, if you can just go back, you can play with things, change things. So I might just keep these all pink. So you could do pink, or we could maybe just go find something just a little lighter. So if you want to have it variations. That would be a little lighter pink, so you can do different shades of pink or find some colors that are complementary. So that's what I was thinking of doing for that 30-day happiness. So that gives you a whole different product that you can play with for that one or have to sell. So that's what we have for this one. Then this one is our tips for boosting your mood. So here are practical tips to help you boost your mood, practice gratitude. So again, you could turn these into cards as well. You could put a numbered list in here. We could change the background again. So if we wanted to do that, it's just duplicate the slide. Let's find the background. So let's go to the picture format. Let's go change the picture. And you don't have to use the same picture. You could go find something different for this one. I'm just going to keep it the same just for the sake of the demonstration here. Oops, so check it, insert it. You could just do plain pink in here as well, because it's going to get a little busy here. And then let's go and format the picture. So let's try the tile one. Because you can see it's a little distorted in this one because we did it in one big thing. So you may want to go back and copy the two sections that we did here to get the better look as well. So that is probably the better way to go for that. So let's just go to solid fill for now. Let's just choose the pink. Oops. Back to fill. Let's just... so you could fill it with a texture as well, like they have some textures in here. And if you want to go solid fill, and then we've just got the pink. So you could do the pink. So then if we wanted, again, this background, just come up and copy and paste it down here. And again, you could actually just duplicate this slide, and then you can just play with your design options. So let's just paste it and paste it again. And that's what I usually do if the picture just doesn't, it gets too distorted, is just do it in two halves. So let's just go send this to the back. Send that one to, send it backwards. Yeah, and then this color. So you can see it's still a little hard to see the text. And again, you could just, fill this again if you wanted to fill it. So we could do something like that. Then I would probably just play with transparency. So it's readable, but you could just something like that. And then again, here I would just pull this a little bigger here. So you can do something like that, a small, or you can just have it pink. You can have it any color that you like. So that's one way of doing this. And again, these are just like steps. So you could make even a 7 quick steps for boosting your mood type of thing as a template. So you could do something like that. And now we've got the happiness exercises. So again, these are practical exercises you can do every day. So I'd be tempted to come back here and do something like this. And then let's just duplicate it. Let's just pull it down. So you just pull that down to here. So then we've got, so this one, so we could do something like this in here. So 3 good things to write on every day. And then you could just copy and paste that into here. Another thing that you could do, for some of them it would work, is just copy this box and then paste it here. Oops. And then we need to fill it. Let's just fill it with white. Okay, that actually wasn't exactly what I had in mind to show you, so I'll show you again for that one. Okay, so what I had in mind was, let's insert a shape. Let's do it a different way. So we're going to just insert, oops, insert a shape. Let's just pick this rectangle. And so what you could just do is just draw a shape in here, just to make this a little different, and then just cover everything up here. We just have to get it moved. Let's go back to selection pane for a second, because I think I added in the text box there. Okay, there we go. So I just want to bring that up just a little bit here. Oops. Oh. And actually, sometimes it's hard to grab things, which is why I like to use the selection pane so you can hide things. Okay, let's just do that again. Okay, let me just put this back in here for what I'm trying to show you. Okay, so we've got the text at the bottom here still showing, so that's where I want to just go and I just have to, okay, so it's that one there is the text box that I want. Okay, so what you can do again is hide everything, come back to, okay, we need the group, so this is it here, and then we can just kind of play with this a little bit position wise. And then let's put the text box, no, that's the text box there, and then put the rectangle that I did back on top. So this is what I was trying to just cover everything up here, and we just move that. So then, okay, so now let's go format the shape. So let's just pick. So if you wanted to, again, you want to keep with the pinks, we can. I think the pink with the yellow sunflower or daisy looks nice. So we've got that here. Again, you can change the outline, darker pink, or just have it the same pink so people don't really see it. So now we've got that in here, then let's just show everything again. So we've got that, and yeah, I was just trying to hide the text like this. So now maybe we don't want this box, that's the text box again. Let's just, yes, maybe we don't want that. Do you just want to have it look like this? And then we've got this one here, and again we could just fill it maybe with a different color. Yeah, maybe pick up the yellow from here. So you could do something like that, and you just have to kind of play with the length. Anyway, so you could do that. I mean, it's not exactly working the way I thought it would work, but I wanted to show you anyway. This is just how I play with different ideas. So, you know, maybe in the end we don't like that. And again, you can leave it there and just hide it. So if you come back to it, you know, it might be better for you there. And let's just show everything, but get that off. So this is what it looked like in the beginning. Again, I forgot to do the duplicate, then you wouldn't have to do that. But maybe just the best thing for this one is, do we just do the shape fill there? Do we do it here? Yeah, this is, I don't know, can't make up my mind what I like here, which is good. You do just leave it as is, or let's just hide everything again, and then just, that's the grid. So you've got the grid effect on the back. This is the box here, so maybe we just want to fill this pink, and then we come back with the daisies. Yeah, that might actually, I think that works better. And it said you don't know until you try. So now let's shape fill. Maybe we want to go lighter. So find a color. Let's see, one more fill colors. I kind of want to go pinky. So what you can do is you can put a color here. You can play with the transparency too. Just put it in there like that. And then you can come back to shape fill, get more fill colors. And let's just go to the custom one here, bring it down so we can see it a bit more. So we can just move this arrow and it's going to show you lighter. So it might be light enough there, yeah, without going into white. So maybe that one would work. So you can play with it there, and then it's going to have the different colors in here. So that might work there. This little guy. I want to bring it to the front, just pop it on top like that. That looks better. So you can make it into something like that here. Again, you could just take each one and pop it into something like this as well. This is what we were going for before. So you could just copy and paste each one, put it in here. And then you've got, you know, this, so you can still give them this main one and then have it split down so that there's room for writing underneath. So this one here, and let's just make the duplicate slide. Again, we can change the background. Again, if you're not sure. This one, let's go to design, the background, format background. You can see it's yellow. So let's say, do we want to go the pink, the darker pink? Okay, that one's there is done. And then we've got the selection pane, so we can put the group back on here. Now to be, you could do something differently. You could just even put a word down here, so you don't have to have that there. You can just leave it out, and then we've got the quotes and everything here. Yeah, leave this guy out. Maybe, honestly, I think what I would do here is come back here, copy the daisy, kind of like the daisy, and paste it in here. Make it a little bigger. Oh, not too big, and you know what, I'm going to just go Control Duplicate, and let's just kind of decorate the page. And then we can just move them a little bit here, you know, up the page maybe. A couple more. One up there, and then maybe another one up here. Let's just, oops. Okay, so you can do something like this. You can even change it out if you wanted to. I'm just trying to keep it a little easier for us. And then I would change this color. Yeah, let's just see. Maybe I'll just go white. White would work. Yeah, maybe just white here, and then keep this in black, or change this color as well. So that's how we would change it. So let's go back and look at everything that we did again. I'll just change the view. So you can see the ones that we had. So this was original. We've got the Feeling Happy, the 30-day happiness one. We've created like a little journal notebook. And again, you can use this layout. Like once you have it, you can just reuse this into your other templates. You don't have to keep it just for this project. We changed this one into just something plain. And again, now that I've got the daisies, I think I would go put daisies on this one as well. So you could have, this background and then the daisies, because there is a little daisy in here too. And if you prefer this layout altogether, you can just go back and change everything. So that's why I like to play with some different layouts, just so you can, it gives you different ideas as you go along. I had no idea where this was going when I started it. I just figured, well, let's just play with it and see what happens. And then don't forget, we created the affirmation templates as well over here. So again, this is just a landscape page, and these are all like 2.4 and 4.21 to heighten the width. And then we've put a just another box on top to create that border effect, and then we've added the quotes. So you can have that too. So you could take all the happiness notes and put them into cards and sell a pack of happiness cards to your customers as well. Okay, so that is what we did in this pack, and remember, this is the monthly inspiration, the January 2024, and this is Sue from Createful Journals. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, please post them in the Facebook group. Thank you.